Alright, we're back working on this crank. Okay? We have to get this oil slinger off up here. Can you see that? Little keyway here, which I kind of started removing. There we go. Oil slinger. It's off. And this is a bearing. Okay, that's gone. And I've got a little circlip here that takes the timing gear off. That should just slide right off. And this is the camshaft gear, and then we can get this off. It's another bearing. So that way I can send this back for my core charge. But I'm going to show you some of these bearing surfaces. How good that shows up. Let me try to put my hand here. Yeah, it's not great. Really not that great. So I'm actually glad I'm in this lower end. Here's another one to show you. A little more close up. Not good. I don't know if this I don't know if this engine ran hot or what, but hey, here we are and we're going at it. So let's get this thing apart. Well, I kind of missed it, but there it is. It's off. Just removed it with a nice, decent pair of circlip pliers. You want them pretty thick, and just give consistent pressure and spread that thing as wide as you can. And slip it off. Alright, now that retainer's off, we got to get the these two gears off. And I purchased this puller. It's for, I hope it's for both these pullers. Or I hope it's for both of these gears. We're about to see. If it's not, we're gonna have to make it work. Well, I'm hoping that it pulls both gears off. This is like an MP crankshaft gear puller. All right, let's see how it goes. That's how that's done. I guess it does type 4 too. Yeah. Hey, you know, it sucks when you have to spend 50 bucks. This is like $56 plus tax, but wouldn't have been able to do that without it. So there you go. Okay, so when I disassemble things, I like to take them and just lay them down just as they came off. So here's that. Okay, then you got a spacer. Here's your crankshaft or camshaft gear. And there's the last bearing. Let's take a look at this one. Yeah. It's like almost like it was like galling and building up in these pockets here. That's not good. What do you guys think? Leave a comment below and let me know what you think, what happened here. Maybe it ran hot. I don't know if it was while I was driving it, or, I mean, it was running a bit warm at times, but you know, I never really thought that it would have, you know, been doing damage like that, but maybe. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think? What kind of, you know, what caused this damage? This is a bit heavy, but you know, it's not horrible, but you know, the bearing surfaces are definitely showing it. And you know, it'll be good to have a nice fresh crankshaft, bearings, all that jazz. All right, what's in the box? This is the beginning of the build. These are the last parts I needed to order to get this engine built. So we have a crank. It's already, I think it's been ground twice, so it's 20 thousandths under. And there's my core. That's got to go back. Let me pull this out. Okay, we got bearings. Bearings. These are connecting rods. Is that it? That's it. Alright, let's get the show on the road. Alright, crack this thing open. Here's the old one. Here's the refurbished. I'd say it's looking good. Got new dowel pins on there. The flywheel. Alright, we gotta start assembling this thing. So, alright, so like I said, we got everything in place now. Start building this engine back up. Got the crank, we're gonna clean it up. Probably some just rubbing alcohol, just clean out all the little ports. Yeah, cleaning up any residue from when it was in the machine shop. So that's that. Connecting rods. Just looked at all the bearings. Looking good. Got a set of these. Camshaft. I built an engine once before. Yeah, it's been a few years, maybe I'm gonna say about 5 years now. We got the connecting rod bearings, and these are the main bearings for the crank. And right, just picked these up yesterday from the machine shop. Had all the valve guides installed. And I guess they did a glass bead on them, cleaned them up. And one thing I wasn't expecting was they installed a Healy coil. I think it's in this one. You know, I ran a tap through them, and I thought they were fine, but maybe they saw something I didn't. So, hey, rather be safe, right? So. Yeah, they cut new valve seats in here, and I just have to lap them because they're brand new valves. So, but that's down the road. Let's get building to this crank first. Put the gears back on. All right, here we go. All right, we're gonna start with the basics. We're gonna clean all these passages out. I got a little pistol cleaning kit that I had up in the attic, and just gonna kind of insert them like this. Clean that out just in case. Let's see, where does this one go? There it is. Alright, we'll go through like that. Alright, step 1. We're going to install bearing number 3 with the hole offset down towards the flywheel. Oh yeah, building a VW engine. This is the fun part. Assembling the crank. Very first step. So yeah, Woodruff keys are in, 2 of them. Got to heat this thing up nice and hot and expands it, and then real quick drop that on. Then the timing gear gets heated up as well, and it's just a real tight fit, and it just slides right on. So I'm gonna witness that. All right, I would say it was heating up there for about 5 minutes. So I guess I'll give it a shot. I think it's probably warm enough. You got to pay attention to which way you're putting it on, because the timing marks and da-da-da, it orients. So here we go. Hope it's ready. No big deal if it's not, right? We'll just try it again. There we go. It's on. Just burned my finger just a little bit. All right, I'll heat that timing gear up. All right, so next was the spacer. That's on there already. And the timing gear looks like it's ready. This one does not have, it's not oriented either way. You could put it one way or the other. Oh, it's going up. Hold on. Try again. Ah, my hand. I gotta get a thicker glove. Alright, let's try this again. There it goes. It's on. It's on. Ah, such a relief when you get that on. Alright. Now, I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but hey, we're moving in the right direction. This is the very, very beginning. Here we go. Alright, we're just sliding this retaining ring on. Snapped right in. Looking good. Looking good. What's up, people? We're back. Tell you right now, I built an engine prior to this, and this was I tell you, this was like the Bible. There is just like so much information in here. You know, just, I mean, some of it's not, you know, like up to date anymore. Like you don't have, you know, like a warehouse of, you know, resurfaced cranks like this, but just a lot of really good information while you're building it. Just, you know, I went through and highlighted some stuff back when I was building the engine for the bus. But so I'm at the assembly point, and I just want to show you this really cool idea. I didn't do this with my last engine, but you know, oops, it's yeah. So if you don't have like if you don't have like a gland nut like welded to like a workbench, I saw VW Darren had that gland nut welded to his workbench. And you just bolt the flywheel to, or the crank to that. But I'm gonna go ahead and just do this. I mean, this is like so simple. So it's a Sunday afternoon. I really wanted to get going on this engine. You know, as you already saw, went ahead and took care of the crank, the number 3 bearing, and the timing gears and everything. So I'm just doing what I can with the time I have right now. I usually do this stuff like during the week after work, but I just wanted to get a little work in here. So I wanted to add this. Yesterday, I just kind of in my time down here, I didn't grab the camera. I think I had a dead battery, but I had been thinking about the oil relief valves. This is a dual oil relief, and I didn't seem to remember like pulling them out and checking them out. So in doing so, boy, I tell you, they were stuck in there, both of them. And got the plungers here, the little pistons. The light here going, let's see. I have not encountered this yet, but I did purchase a new set already, so they're on their way. But you know, it's not something that really has to be addressed yet. But if you guys have any suggestions as far as cleaning up that bore, you know, maybe writing down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you, and I always get back to you like that, like real quick. So yeah, cleaning up that bore. Does it need it? How do I do it? I'm sure it does need it, and I don't really know exactly, unless you get a little dowel with some emery cloth and just kind of, it's just kind of coming to me right now, but that's all I'm thinking. Yeah, I got 2 new springs, the new plungers, and Slade VW, if you're watching, I did watch your video on doing this, and I don't know what I'm going to do with these plugs yet. I might just reuse them, but I like the idea of those Allen head ones. But yeah, I know you guys are looking at this like a huge mess. I know exactly where everything is. I got lifters. I checked those out. Lifters are good. I ordered a pair, but then I canceled it because they're really, you know, you check the surface. The book says it. Down here. You put the 2 surfaces together, and if you can see daylight, I know it's blurry, but you can see daylight. If I could get the angle just right, you can see daylight. So they're not totally flat. You just clean them up a little bit and run them. Those are fine. Oil pump's fine. It's really not that bad. That's not fine. So, yep, we are building this thing from scratch.